Rosa, what's a proton?
No, stop it.
Oh, sorry. What do you think about this chemistry project? Pretty interesting, right?
Oh, hey guys. Didn't see you there.
Did you see them? Because I didn't.
I sure didn't.
Did you see them?
No, did you?
Well, is this working? Yeah, this working. Hey guys! Welcome back to our YouTube channel. And we're here with
Sanaya. Jocelyn.
Jose.
We're here in downtown Aurora. We're currently stranded, as you can see, in the middle of nowhere. And we're currently really hungry. So we're gonna go acquire some munchies. Right, Sanaya?
Yeah.
And we're gonna acquire some munchies so we can film our chemistry project. And please follow us as we acquire the munchies. Peace out. Okay guys, oh my god. We currently are in Subway. See Jose, Jocelyn. We got the food and now we're just gonna go back. Yeah, the munchies have been secured. We have Jocelyn. And we're gonna go back and record our project. See you guys when we're at the library. Bye. Okay guys, we have made it to the library. Yeah, we should cross. Oh, how do you turn this? We can't turn this camera. Turn it around. Guess we can't turn it around. But oh god, oh my god, I almost got ran over. But I'll show you the library, and hopefully we finish in time. But yeah, sign out, Jocelyn. Hey guys, okay, so now we're at the library and we have our food all here. And basically this video is going to consist of us informing you guys and teaching you guys about atoms, ions, and isotopes. And first we're going to start with Dalton's atomic theory, which was invented by Dalton, which was this, the atomic theory was produced by Dalton in 1803, and it's basically stating that the atomic theory is the
dreams that you
basically states that all matter is composed of atoms, and basically that atoms of any one element differ in properties from atoms of any other element. For example, the properties of the element oxygen are going to differ from the properties of fluorine particle. And atoms cannot be subdivided, created, or destroyed in ordinary chemical reactions. However, these changes can occur in nuclear reactions. So, creator of the atomic theory, this is Dalton. He's a sexy devil. But yeah, we're gonna continue our video soon here. I just need to show you him.
So now the law of constant composition. This law basically states that a given compound has the same relative numbers and kinds of atoms.
So to help explain more of what the law of constant composition is, here we have the molecule carbon dioxide. And the law of constant composition basically states that this molecule is always going to have 73% of oxygen by mass. And here we have another molecule, hydrochloric acid, and the law of constant composition basically states that this molecule is always going to have 97% chlorine by mass.
And to follow up with subatomic particles, after atoms were discovered, quote unquote, scientists set out to discover the structure of the atom. And the scientists found out that the atom is composed out of three particles: the proton, the neutron, and the electron.
So, Jocelyn, Jose, I have a joke for you guys.
What is it?
So, a neutron walks into a bar, right? And he asks the bartender, how much for a drink? And guess what the bartender told him?
What do you say?
For you, no charge.
Man, I'm dead.
Okay, now let's get back to the video. Okay, now let's break down what protons, electrons, and neutrons are. Now we're gonna insert a clip that our fellow classmate Kazan said of what his idea of a neutron was. We're gonna insert it right now. Kizan,
Yes, he is.
what is a neutron?
A neutron? You mean like science? No, oh no, isn't neutrons like Jimmy Neutron?
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Okay. Now, the discovery of the electron. The electron was discovered in 1897 by J.J. Thomson.
Yums.
He used a cathode ray tube to deduce the presence of the electron. The cathode ray tube passes electricity through a gas that is contained at very low pressure.
And this is a diagram showing the cathode ray tube experiment.
The conclusion from his experiment were that the cathode rays have identical properties regardless of the element used to produce them. Then all elements, with this he concluded that all elements must contain identically charged electrons. He also concluded that electrons have so little mass that atoms must contain other particles that account for most of the atom's mass. Those particles soon came to be discovered as the neutron and the proton. Jocelyn, would you like to explain what the proton is? Jose, would you like to explain? Would you like to explain what the proton is?
So basically, the proton was discovered by Ernest Rutherford around
So, this is Ernest Rutherford right here. Yumps.
1911. He observed the so-called proton, a particle that is positively charged, with the famous gold foil experiment. In this gold foil experiment, Rutherford shot a beam of alpha particles at a sheet of gold foil and observed that few of the particles were deflected. He concluded that a tiny dense nucleus was causing the deflection. His findings further consisted of 1. Most of the particles passed right through, a few were and that 2. Only a few were deflected, and 3. That a very few were greatly deflected. So he concluded that the nucleus is small, the nucleus is dense, and that the nucleus is positively charged.
Thank you, Jose.
Ja.
Alright guys, so I have one more joke for you guys. So basically, 2 atoms walk side by side to each other. And one of them stops and says, "Oh no, I think I lost the proton." And the other one says, "Are you sure?" And the atom says, "No, I'm positive."
Oh wow.
Mom, I need you to know. And that you're an amazing mother.
I hate this
Okay, now we're gonna pass it over to our fellow group member who sadly couldn't assist us today because she's actually fighting war at Vietnam. So couldn't come. But she's gonna be explaining the neutron, complete symbols, and the atomic mass. But now, and yeah, let's bring it over to her.
Hey guys, now we're going to talk about the neutron. And don't forget, yes, I have acquired all my munchies. Got the hot Cheetos, the lemonade, and the pizza rolls. Now, let's get started. The neutron is a particle with no charge that was discovered and confirmed by James Chadwick.
Okay, thank you so much, Tanaya, but sorry to interrupt, but this here is James Chadwick himself, and yeah.
James Chadwick also confirmed that neutron has a mass equal to a proton. Excuse me. Now, what is a complete symbol, you might ask? A complete symbol contains the symbol of the element, the mass number, and the element's atomic number.
Okay, I'm so sorry again, Tanaya, but here is an example of a complete symbol. As you can see, it contains the symbol of fluorine, the atomic mass, and the atomic number.
And the atomic mass is the mass of an element, which is the total number of protons and neutrons in an atomic nucleus. I don't know about you guys, but proton has nothing. Okay, no.
Okay.
Alright, now Jocelyn, would you like to explain the ions for us?
Yes. So ions. So usually stable atoms have a neutral charge. When an atom is neutral, it has equal protons and electrons. However, atoms can gain and lose electrons to form ions. Ions are atoms with an electron charge. Since the number of protons in an atom never change, this charge comes from losing or gaining of electrons.
Okay, guys. So to help you guys understand what ions are, they're basically negatively or positively charged atoms. And these charges derive from either the gain or the loss of electrons. When an atom gains electrons, the atom becomes negatively charged, and when the atom loses electrons, it becomes positively charged.
We're going to be learning about isotopes. Take your time.
Take your time.
Take your time.
That's right.
Oh. So, you may ask yourself, what is an isotope? Well, I'm here to inform you guys today that an isotope is basically an atom from a certain element which has an odd mass. So to summarize what I just said, isotopes are atoms of the same element but varying masses due to different number of neutrons within their nucleus. An element can have many different isotopes, in fact.
Okay, so to give you guys a better idea of what an isotope is, here we have different oxygen isotopes. And basically, in each one of these isotopes, there are different number of neutrons within each one. And these different number of neutrons causes there to be varying masses, which makes up isotopes.
Thank you guys for listening to our very educational video.
Very educational.
Very educational.
And I hope you guys learned something from it. Let us know in the comments below what you guys learned from this and if we should film another one just like this. Please like, comment, and subscribe. What the heck? Please like, comment, and subscribe, and
Hit the bell for notifications.
see you.
6.5 hours later. One pair of pants later.